Hi, everyone. Just wanted to hop on here and talk briefly about um, what's happening on the 5th of July. So it's the first of the six series of Neuro Sensory Voice Work that I'll be teaching in London at the Minster Centre. And it's the first Saturday. And that Saturday, we're going to be focusing on voice as a means to build a relationship to yourself and to explore that relationship. So this is what makes neurosensory voice work unique, is that we use the voice as a tool. So most times with any kind of voice work, whatever it is, whether it's for public speaking or whether it's for singing or whatever, it's always a means to an end, right? It's always like how you express and focusing on the result. Well, neurosensory voice work is very different. We don't do that. We use the voice to explore our embodied sense of self, so our internal sense of self. We use it to develop a deeper sense of how the environment impacts us and the exchange between the environment and ourselves. So, the voice is a bridge that connects your internal sense of self, your ideas, your feelings, and your thoughts to the outside world. And that means that there's a conscious part of our voice that we might identify with, and then there's the physical voice, the voice that is the voice in your body, and that is also pre-verbal, meaning it's the way the tone flows into your voice. And this part of your voice is unconscious for the most part. So what this means is that however you speak, whatever you say, the tone of your voice is actually revealing the deeper states you're in. It's like a mirror. And once we understand this, we can decode our own voice as well as the voice of other people. But this requires some skill and developing the skill to actually understand on an experiential physical level how emotion reflects in tone of voice. And in order to do that, we need to first understand how our own tone shifts and changes according to how we feel. So the physical voice is probably very obvious to the world, in terms of the world is used to how you express, what you sound like, etc. But it might be your blind spot. So you might be completely oblivious as to how you come across. And in this first step, on this first Saturday, we're going to be exploring your own relationship to your voice. And obviously, these are profound skills that are developed over time. I'm not making a promise that you can, decipher all of that just by coming on the one Saturday, but it's a step in that direction. You will be exploring your voice, and you'll be exploring the places potentially where your voice is inhibited, where your expression is withheld, or places where you can just feel you're holding back the energy and not letting it out and be expressed freely. So working like this with the voice, we're basically encouraging and rewiring and learning how to allow more flow to come through your voice and transmit into the world from a very authentic place. And in that, healing happens, as expression is a way of potentially also completing incomplete survival responses. But we work very carefully in a trauma-informed way, meaning we're not like simply encouraging catharsis, not at all. But first of all, we're developing the skill, the subtle skill of actually feeling ourself through our voice. So we're learning how to tune into and feel and sense the vibrations and the sound waves that are traveling through our body with our voice. And this is a really beautiful practice. It's a practice that kind of envelops us in a cocoon, if you will, of a safe place. Because essentially in this first module, and when we explore the voice as a way to connect to ourselves, we're starting to use the voice in a way to soothe ourselves, in a way to hear ourselves. And what happens when expression is really connected to the core and to our soul, and is that spontaneous urge to just emote and come out, we can actually feel touched by our own voice. So our own voice, the vibrations of it, the sound waves actually touch our physical body. So it's this funny thing where there's something very elusive to a voice, but at the same time, it's extremely physical. And so we're learning to touch ourselves in a way that feels good. And this starts to produce a whole cascade of feel-good hormones that really nourish us. And this is a very, very unique way of looking at the voice and working with your voice. So if you're interested, sign up either to the whole series, which is 6 consecutive Saturdays, or just sign up to the first one and then see if you want to add any others as we go along. We are starting at a very sort of introductory level, looking at the principles and putting the principles into practice. And one of the core principles is that we are not focusing on the sound, but instead we're focusing on how we feel the voice in our body. So come along. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer. It's going to be in London, in the Minster Centre, and this is a wonderful opportunity to come and work with me in person, which has been for a long time, because I think the last time I did workshops in London was before the pandemic. So I'm really, really looking forward to this. And it's just, there's some magic that happens when you're in a room working with sound and voice. Because we benefit from other people's sounds as well. And we create this sort of magical, mystical space that feels safe, that feels nourishing, and allows us to start to relate to ourselves in a completely different way. And that transmits into the room, and others also feel that, and we feel how others are feeling that. So there's a sort of a give and take that happens automatically, and a different level of relating. Although we're just exploring our own connection to our own voice in this first module, we still will feel a different sense of connection to other people in the room, simply because we've been hearing their sounds. And that's what makes it unique. So if you're somebody who, feels social anxiety and can't relax in the presence of other people, this work is perfect for you, because it gives you the ability, and the setup and the structure is such that you start to cultivate the ability to stay connected to yourself. But at the same time, as we are in a room with other people who are also doing the same thing, there's a sort of unspoken way where we start to feel the field, and we start to feel each other. And that can be extremely healing. So do come along. I'd love to have you there. I'm really looking forward to this. As far as I've got my dates right, 5th of July, Saturday. is the first of this series, and I'll pop the link in as well, so you can go to the page and read more about it. But I'll be making some more updates and uploading those soon. Bye for now, and I look forward to seeing you. So do come along.